Morning guys, it is CJ here from the Geek Collectors. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, bit of a surprise today. I am taking my Filipino girlfriend to Evans Head Air Show that's on today and tomorrow. So she doesn't know. All she knows is we're going somewhere, and it's a surprise. So hopefully I can get her on camera when she sees where we're going to today. So I want to catch that instant surprise look. So I've got about a 2-hour drive in front of me. I may do a little bit of vlogging along the way, I don't know yet, but we'll just see how it goes. So on that note, I'm about to get my backside out of here and in onto the road. So we're almost there. Just heading into a 50 zone now to make a left-hand turn, and then I shall spring the surprise on the Filipina. And have a look. Okay. So we're going to the air show at Evans Head. So now that she knows, she's quite surprised by it. So it's called the Greater Eastern Fly-In, which means if you've got a plane, you can fly in yourself. So now, just to try and find a parking spot, I suppose. Alright, so we're here right now. JC's looking her best in my work hat. At the moment we've got a couple of Trojans, T-28 Trojans running around at the moment as we speak. So our four T-28s are still flying around as we speak. And it looks like we've got a Wirrawad starting up. That's this plane just over here. I'll show you guys quickly. Actually, that is a Yak 38. No, Yak 39. 38 or 39, one of the two. We've got a nice Mustang here. So I'll try and get a closer view for you guys to have a look at. So that's the Mustang. Alright, so the plane that I pointed out to you guys before, which I thought was a Yak 38 or 39, is actually a Yak 50. It's just sitting on the flight line, just holding short at the moment, waiting to take off. So that is the plane over there at the moment. Sorry the footage is so shaky. Hang on a minute. So that's the plane there at the moment. The plane just going past it at the moment is a Wirrawad, which was a trainer for the Australian Air Force. Alright, so I've just zoomed right out. So those planes that you saw before that were flying up in the air, they've just come back into land. And our other two planes at the moment are holding short. Although it looks like our Yak 50 is about to take off. Yak 52. There we go, sorry about that. So two-seater trainer where the pilot and the trainee sits in the front and the pilot sits behind. Just got a plane,
and as you can see, it can be thrown around quite a lot.
Oh no, that's a Yak 50 up, Yak 52 at the moment.
First flew in 1976, and over 1,800 were produced. It was actually still being manufactured by Aerostar in Vogging, Romania.
Right, so this guy's just turning around now as we speak. And it's done up in Chinese colours.
One time people do to get put the gears in. So with this aircraft, if you did make that mistake, you will break up the propeller, but the aircraft will remain relatively
So these planes are just doing a wind up to shut down the engine. So the pilot now, the action's giving the thumbs up to everyone else that he's about to do a wind up on his motor before he does a shutdown. Just to burn off any excess fuel that he might have built up. Yeah, so pretty good day so far. So it's got a Bell helicopter taking off over top, Bell 20. And the camera is desperately trying to focus. So also we've got a few private airplanes leaving. We've got another helicopter coming across us now, a little Robinson. And there he goes. It might be for a joy flight. So, not a bad day so far. All it cost me was a few gold coins to park the car inside instead of parking it out on the street. I mean, these guys work on a shoestring budget out here, so I'm more than happy to donate a few gold coins out of my pocket to have a wander around and look at everything and get parking on site as well. Alright, so we've just spent the past hour at the fence with the Warbirds taking off. We've got a new one that's just arrived. He's just come back from refueling at Lismore, and that's the Trojan T-34, which is the big one there right now. So that one there. We've got... So, here we are inside a Canberra bomber from Australian Air Force. Not much room up here. I mean, I'm a big man at 6 foot. There's not a lot of room here for me to look out, but this is the view you get when you look outside from it and from the rear. So, currently inside the Evans Head Air Station Air Museum. The main attraction here is the F-111, which was flown over from America. It's currently now retired and sitting in the Aviation Museum here. So this is the airplane. This was Australia's main bombing and reconnaissance aircraft from 1960 up until it was retired, which was around, I'm not sure, bear with me, I'll have a look to see when it was retired. They were replaced by the F-18 Hornets, and I don't know when it was retired. Have a look. So I'm just having a look through now. Don't know when they retired.
I think again.
Let's have a quick look. Okay, I don't know when, but they were actually retired in the last decade, I would say, all of the planes here. So, quite an interesting place to come out and have a look at the aircraft. With the F-111 you can actually have a look inside the cockpit. of it. They've got quite a bit on display here, featuring the Pratt & Whitney engine about it, testing the turbofan on it, the history of the Australian Air Force F-111Cs that we got from it. A little bit here. So when they first arrived here in Australia in 1973. Okay, so I've just walked outside, and currently we have a Caribou here on display. So this aircraft is still in service with the Australian Air Force, as you can see, and they've served literally all over the world and in many of Australian conflicts. These are mainly used for troop transportation for them. And this one was actually, looks like it came from Ambly, and I'll guarantee it one time or another this plane was actually at Richmond Air Force Base in New South Wales. Filipino taking a selfie. And there she is. So we'll have a walk around the aircraft. We'll have a look. Looks like they're getting something else coming in. So under the wing here, it's very, very hot. It's nice and cool, I mean. So just here under the wing at the moment, it's nice and cool. And we'll jump inside and we'll have a look. So one of the beauties of the Evans Head Air Museum that is an interactive display, so you're actually encouraged to go inside the aircraft to have a look and have a walk around. With the Caribou here at the moment, they've got the back open, and when it was in flight, this is where the paratroopers would actually jump straight out the back. They don't actually jump out the side, but they actually jump out the back of this aircraft. And we'll get a photo of this in a minute. So this is the back of the aircraft actually opened, and here and here is where the troops would actually jump out when they're practicing.
Let's go in this again.
So let's take a quick wander inside. As I said, they do encourage you to go inside the aircraft here. And that's a P-51 Mustang that's just gone behind me, and something else just taken off. Howdy. Alright, so inside the aircraft here, not a lot of room for someone as tall as myself. So as I said, this is where the if you're doing a parachute jump, this is where you jump out the back. And the seats, not much to the seats here. There was limited cargo that these aircraft did carry. So, put down my bag. Having a quick look up in the cockpit. And pilot, co-pilot, and navigator. I'm not going to jump up anywhere here. But this aircraft, as I said, is still in use today in the Australian Air Force. So, we're just about finished in the museum here, but before we go, have a look at the flight line out here. I've got a closer view from here than I have from anywhere else of all the planes, and it's allowed me to take some photos from back here with my trusty little camera. My Filipina is still taking photos. Look at her. She's still taking selfies. Well guys, what a big day it has been. I'm outside here at the moment with the sun's just about set, and I have my little Filipina holding a light above me to light up my face. And as you can see, I got a lot of sun on my face today, so I'm fairly well burnt. And just to give you an idea, on my wrist I've got a fair bit of sun today, but I'm not too sunburnt, which is good. All in all, today was a great day. It was a complete surprise for Josie. She absolutely loved the day. The two of us had a fantastic day together out at Evans Head and out at the Great Eastern Fly-In. I would recommend anyone to go to it and have a look, and I did take some photos with my DSLR, so probably put some photos up here and probably some photos up here. So until next time, see you later.